Whether you are just starting out or you're looking to refine your pricing strategy, all of this affects the bottom line. So figuring out how to price your services and products is really important. Today, we're going to go over 4 pricing strategies, and I'm also going to share a Notion template that you can use to guide you through determining the one that will be a best fit. First, let's talk about some key factors to consider when determining your pricing. First up is your skills and experience. Can your skill set justify higher pricing, or are you a complete beginner and therefore need to offer lower rates? Along with that is professionalism and credibility. Do you have a large portfolio that you can showcase your work, or are you just starting out and trying to build your portfolio with these clientele? Oftentimes, what you lack in experience, you can make up for in professionalism. So having a solid onboarding, a solid process, and a really good offboarding process can at least help give you some of that professionalism and justify a little bit higher of a cost for a beginner. And the last factor is the value to your customer. Always consider the work that you are doing and what impact that will have on your client's business. Someone like a web designer may only work for a short period of time, but the website that they design may be up for years to come, thus giving a lot of value to the customer. There are some other considerations such as the pricing model, the project scope, competition levels, and the clientele that you have. If you are targeting small business owners, their budget is going to be as large as if you are working with corporations. Taking all of that into consideration is important when determining what pricing model will suit you and when actually working through calculations given the pricing model you choose. The first step in our template is going to be to determine your ideal pricing model. So you will answer some questions about you and your business and then score your results accordingly. Next up, you'll analyze your results, which will provide further guidance on how to actually determine the rate that you are going to charge your clients. And finally, you'll be able to test your strategy with the pricing comparison table. You can put in a few different pricing options and see what your total output would be and what rate would best suit you and your business. So first, let's talk about the 4 kind of rates that you could offer. Hourly rates are perfect for beginners, or in some industries, they're just standard, such as virtual assistants. Hourly rates are a great starting point for small businesses or beginners who maybe don't have a lot of portfolio and testimonials to back up their claims yet. It's also ideal for projects that don't have a really well-defined scope, things that may go on for quite a long time, things that are really custom, or projects where the actual work being done is going to be unclear in the beginning. While hourly rates are a great place to start, most freelancers won't want to stay in this rate class forever. Aim to transition into other rate options as you gain more experience and get more comfortable with your pricing model. Next up, we have the competition-based pricing. This one is a little funky, but it is pretty common to find on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork and even Etsy in some markets. Essentially, this is when you look at what the competitors are offering and you match the market value. You can adjust your rates based on the deliverables, the experience, and the clients that you are targeting, but ultimately, if you are in crowded markets, there's always going to be someone at the same or less price range than you. This model can help you stay competitive and help you build up your portfolio as you enter the market. And this one really can be combined with any of the other 3 to help you just make sure that you are staying within a normal market range. However, while competitive-based marketing is common, it's not the best rate to go off of. A lot of times it doesn't take into consideration key factors such as skill sets, deliverables, and scope of work. So use this with a grain of salt. Project-based pricing is the next one, and this I would say is the most common for freelancers and also the one that is the hardest to price. Project-based pricing is often customized for each project and each client, making it hard to give a finite amount of money that you are going to charge and making it really variable and hard to list on your website. However, having some base rate options listed on your website and then offering add-ons and customizations is a great way to combat that and still give a lot of transparency with your pricing model. The nice thing about this approach is that it offers a lot of flexibility. It really gives you a way to customize your offerings to each individual client. This also allows you to stop trading time for money, which can be really hard for new freelancers when you're stuck in that hourly rate exchange. Finally, we have value-based pricing, and this is the model that most freelancers aspire to. This is where you can charge higher rates because you have a strong portfolio or strong testimonials that will back your work. This is where you price your services based on the value you offer the client and not directly for the deliverables. For example, a web designer. You may build websites and maybe your project rate was $1,000. If your client is selling hundreds of thousands of dollars on their website every single month on the website that you built, then the value for that project is way more than $1,000, and it may be time to consider value-based pricing. You do need a robust portfolio and proof of concept to justify your higher prices for things like this. However, this model can significantly increase your income for obvious reasons and give you a much higher authority in the market that you are targeting. This will also highlight the return on investment for clients and give them a good reason to actually invest in your services. There are a lot of different ways to price what you offer, so working through this guided questionnaire should help you get started. Ultimately, the prices that you offer are up to you, and no one is going to be able to tell you the perfect pricing model to land on or the perfect price to offer your services at. And remember that you are the freelancer, so you can change your prices at any time. Just because one client may be paid more or less doesn't mean that you can't expand or shrink that in the future. You can grab the Notion template linked down below. And if you want more videos like this, check out the Creator Essentials playlist. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one.